there is a silent truth about relationships that most people never discover until it's too late. It isn't beauty that earns lasting respect. It isn't charm, wealth, or even love alone. Respect is built by something far more powerful: the wisdom to know what should be spoken and what should remain unspoken. Every word you speak shapes the way people see you. Some words strengthen your value, while others quietly give away your power without you even realizing it. The saddest part is that many people lose respect not because they are bad partners, but because they reveal too much, too soon, to the wrong person. A truly wise woman understands that strength is not found in speaking endlessly. It is found in emotional control, self-respect, and the ability to protect her peace. She knows that silence is not weakness. Sometimes, silence is the loudest expression of confidence. In today's video, you'll discover the two things a wise woman never tells a man, not because she is hiding the truth, not because she is playing games, but because she understands human psychology and knows that lasting respect is earned through wisdom, not desperation. These two lessons have the power to transform the way you think about relationships forever. If you truly understand them, you'll realize why some women naturally command respect wherever they go, while others unintentionally lose it, despite having the best intentions. So stay with me until the very end, because the second lesson is the one that silently destroys countless relationships every single day. And most people never even recognize they're making this mistake. Let's begin. Have you ever noticed that some women naturally earn respect wherever they go, while others constantly struggle to be appreciated, even after giving everything they have? The difference is rarely beauty, wealth, or even luck. The real difference lies in something much more powerful: their words. More specifically, what they choose not to say. A truly wise woman understands that not every thought needs to be spoken, and not every emotion needs to be placed in someone else's hands. She knows that words can either build respect or slowly destroy it without anyone noticing. Today, we're going to uncover two things that a wise woman never tells a man. These aren't tricks, manipulation, or mind games. They are timeless principles of emotional intelligence, self-respect, and psychological strength. If you stay until the end, you'll understand why these two simple habits can completely change the way people treat you and the way relationships develop over time. The second point is especially powerful because most people make this mistake without even realizing it. And it often becomes the hidden reason behind disappointment, emotional pain, and lost respect. Let's begin with the first one. Every human being has fears. Every person has moments of doubt, insecurity, and uncertainty. That is completely normal. A wise woman doesn't pretend to be perfect, nor does she believe she must hide every emotion. However, she understands one very important difference: the difference between being emotionally honest and becoming emotionally dependent. Many people confuse these two ideas. They believe that proving love means revealing every fear the moment they enter a relationship. They constantly seek reassurance, asking whether they are good enough, attractive enough, or important enough. At first, this may seem harmless. It can even appear romantic, but over time, something begins to change. Instead of creating deeper respect, constant reassurance slowly shifts the balance of the relationship. Think about it for a moment. Imagine someone repeatedly saying, "I'm afraid you'll leave me. I can't be happy without you." Or "You're the only reason I feel valuable." These statements may come from genuine emotion, but they also send another message, one that many people never notice. They suggest that one person's entire emotional stability depends on someone else's approval. And whenever your happiness depends completely on another person, you unknowingly hand them power over your emotions. A wise woman understands this truth. She knows that confidence isn't about acting tough or pretending that nothing hurts. Confidence comes from knowing your own worth, even during difficult moments. She doesn't expect someone else to repair her self-esteem because she has already built it within herself. That inner strength allows her to love deeply without losing her identity, care sincerely without becoming desperate, and stay kind without sacrificing her self-respect. This doesn't mean she never shares her feelings. In fact, Healthy communication is one of the strongest foundations of any successful relationship. But she chooses the right time, the right words, and the right mindset. Instead of speaking from panic, she speaks from clarity. Instead of begging for validation, she expresses her needs with confidence and maturity. She understands that love grows through trust, not through emotional pressure. She knows that constantly asking someone to prove their love cannot replace genuine security within yourself. Real peace begins the moment you stop measuring your value through another person's attention. And that is exactly why a wise woman protects something more valuable than temporary comfort. She protects her self-respect. That silent confidence becomes the foundation of every strong relationship because people naturally respect those who first respect themselves. Now, let's move to the second thing a wise woman never tells a man. And this lesson is even more powerful because it has nothing to do with hiding the truth. It has everything to do with protecting your energy, your vision, and your future. One of the biggest mistakes people make is talking too much about what they are going to do instead of quietly doing it. They announce every goal, every dream, every plan, and every ambition before taking the first real step. They seek excitement, approval, and praise long before any results exist. For a moment, it feels good because people encourage them, admire their ideas, and tell them they are capable. But that feeling is temporary. Once the excitement fades, many people lose the motivation to actually complete what they started. A wise woman understands this psychological trap, which is why she chooses action over unnecessary conversation. She knows that not every plan needs an audience. Some dreams become stronger when they are protected instead of being constantly discussed. She works quietly, learns patiently, and improves herself without feeling the need to prove anything to anyone. While others are busy talking about the life they want, she is silently building it. She doesn't measure progress by the compliments she receives. She measures it by the discipline she develops every single day. That is why truly successful people often surprise everyone around them. Their success seems sudden, but in reality, it was built through months or even years of silent effort that nobody ever saw. This same principle applies to relationships. A wise woman doesn't reveal every personal strategy, every future decision, or every private goal simply because someone asks. She understands that access to her inner world is earned through trust, consistency, and respect. Not everyone deserves to know every detail about her life. Some people sincerely support your growth, celebrate your victories, and encourage your dreams. Others may smile in front of you while quietly hoping you fail. Some may even use the information you share against you during moments of conflict. Wisdom is recognizing that trust should be given carefully, not freely. Many people mistake silence for weakness, but silence is often a sign of emotional control. The strongest individuals are not the ones who constantly explain themselves. They are the ones who remain focused while others seek attention. A wise woman knows that she doesn't need to announce her next move because her results will eventually speak louder than any words ever could. She allows her actions to create her reputation instead of trying to create one through promises. There is a quiet confidence that comes from knowing where you're going without needing everyone else's approval. That confidence cannot be taken away because it is built on discipline, not opinions. A wise woman protects her peace by keeping certain things private. She understands that mystery is not about playing games. It is about maintaining healthy boundaries and respecting the value of her own journey. She knows that every person does not deserve unlimited access to her thoughts, her ambitions, or her future. By choosing careful silence instead of constant explanation, she keeps her focus where it belongs, on growth, purpose, and becoming the best version of herself. And in the end, that quiet discipline earns far more respect than endless words ever could. When you look closely, you'll realize that both of these principles are connected by one powerful idea. A wise woman never gives away her power carelessly. She understands that words are valuable, and once they are spoken, they cannot be taken back. That is why she speaks with intention instead of emotion. She doesn't allow fear to control her decisions, and she doesn't allow the need for approval to shape her behavior. This doesn't make her cold, distant, or difficult to understand. In fact, it makes her emotionally mature. She knows that real love is built on honesty, trust, and mutual respect, not on constant reassurance or endless explanations. Many people believe that the strongest person in a relationship is the one who talks the most, explains everything, and sacrifices everything to keep the other person happy. But life teaches a very different lesson. The people who are respected the most are usually those who have healthy boundaries. They know when to speak, when to stay silent, when to forgive, and when to walk away with dignity. A wise woman never loses herself just to keep someone else comfortable. She understands that love should add peace to your life, not take away your identity. Think about the people you admire the most. Chances are, they don't spend every day trying to convince others of their worth. They don't chase validation or constantly seek attention. Their confidence comes from within. They let their character, their actions, and the way they carry themselves speak louder than their words. A wise woman follows the same path. She doesn't compete for attention because she knows respect cannot be forced. It is earned through consistency, self-control, and genuine confidence. This is why emotional intelligence is far more powerful than emotional reactions. Anyone can speak when they are angry, afraid, or insecure. It takes real strength to pause, think clearly, and respond with wisdom instead of impulse. Every conversation is an opportunity to either strengthen your value or slowly weaken it. A wise woman chooses her words carefully because she knows that one thoughtful sentence is often more powerful than 100 emotional ones. Remember, silence is not the absence of confidence. Sometimes, silence is confidence. It shows that you are secure enough not to explain yourself to everyone. It shows that your happiness doesn't depend on winning every argument or receiving constant approval. The strongest people are often the calmest because they know their value doesn't need to be announced. It simply exists. So, the next time you're about to reveal every fear, every insecurity, or every future plan, pause for a moment and ask yourself a simple question. Am I sharing this because it is necessary or because I'm looking for validation? That one question can completely change the way you communicate and the way people respond to you. A wise woman doesn't hide who she is. She simply protects what is valuable. She guards her self-respect, protects her inner peace, and allows her actions to speak louder than promises. And that is exactly why she earns lasting respect wherever she goes. If this message gave you a new perspective, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Shaolin Grocerist, and turn on notifications so you never miss our future videos. Here we explore relationship psychology, emotional intelligence, self-respect, and the timeless wisdom that helps you build stronger relationships and a stronger mindset. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.